Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 18th to the 31st, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps this channel out tremendously, so thank you so much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. And if you're having trouble contacting me through the website, you can email me at daneharttarot@gmail.com. That's all linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say, Scorpio. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Bunch of cards just fell out. Okay, cool. So there's definitely a knowledge coming forward for you during this time, Scorpio, that's going to be very much a big deal. You're going to be getting a lot of messages, so keep your ears open in a way that you're not usually used to. There is a lie that you're going to be getting justice for during this time, but there is also going to be a seeing of certain things that no longer make sense, and it's kind of like you have to set them free. Well, you don't have to. It's suggested that you do by spirit. With the sense of the page of swords and the ace of swords, there's knowledge being given to you, and all of a sudden there's going to be like this door that opens up, or this way that opens up, where you're a student but you have expert qualities to you. So like a student and a master at the exact same time, a student and an expert, a person who is able to take it in and really grasp an understanding of things and move things forward quite nicely, quite powerfully for yourself. There's something here that is coming to an end. Okay, we're not fully walking away from it yet, but it's coming to an end. Now, this can be an end of an 8-year cycle. This can be an end of doubt and fear, but it's something where we thought, oh, I love this. Like, I love this. This is awesome. I'm going to love it forever. And then we realize, oh no, I'm not. Or, oh no, it's not right anymore. And we're releasing. Now, the Eight of Cups can be an ending as severe as a divorce. So when hearing that, it's like, oh my gosh, that's intense. It's reversed here. The Eight of Cups is reversed. So there's an ending coming forward that's severe, but we're not quite ready for it yet. As severe as divorce means to me is that it's life altering, it's life changing, and it's not gone into lightly, and it has repercussions that maybe at times we didn't anticipate. So just being aware of that is going to be a very important thing. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. This is devoted. What are you devoted to? Scorpio, your devotion is coming up. And that devotion is going to be so important during this time. What are you devoted to? What do you love? What do you feel your life is being guided towards? What have you dreamt about? What have you always wished for? Because you're going to start to see it coming into alignment during this time. Or you're going to start to see it's like, oh, but It's not. It's not what I ever thought it would be, or it's not like this. It's not like that. And we have to go back to our devotion. Because a devotion, yes, devotion can be to another person, right? We can be devoted to another person. We can be devoted to a faith or an ideology or whatever. But are we devoted to ourselves? Not in that egotistical, narcissistic way, but in a way that says, I love me and I value me and I make sacred space for me and I hold me close and I guide me forward. Because that's going to be a really big thing for us during this time. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh. So we have two, the Princess of Cups. Now, this could be us just because we are represented by the cups in the minor arcana. So just know that we can act rather instinctually and maybe a little bit immature to things. Not not calling us out, but just something to be mindful of during this time. But we do have an energy around us that is emotionally manipulative, okay, immature. It doesn't mean that they have to be young. This person could be older than we are, but they're immature and they don't handle emotional things well. So just be aware of that. With the 10 of Swords reversed, being mindful that a lot of the lessons that we have learned are going to be tested during this time. Are we going to remember them or are we going to forget them? Are we going to see our power and resurrect in that power, grow and expand? Or are we going to be held down? That's a question. 8 of Cups reversed. We aren't quite ready to let go of something yet we are seeing the blueprint of why it's not right for us, of why it needs to change. We might not be ready right now to fully make those changes and move things forward. Now, when Spirit said a card is like a change as severe as divorce, it's just intense. It is simply intense and powerful and kind of changes. Spirit is saying changes the status of the way other people see you, right? So when you go from being married to being single, people can look at you differently, or you can be afraid that people will look at you differently. You can doubt the way that you need to move forward. This is a time where we're taking in other people's perceptions more than we're taking in what our heart really needs. And right now, Spirit is telling us, hey, move forward in love. Move forward in love. This is also Gemini energy, a time frame of May 21st to June 20th. This is saying embrace love. Embrace love. We might also want to be walking away from an energy, Gemini Libra energy. Okay, we could be kind of questioning that energy right here. Just know that that can also be coming forward. But there's a question of, am I walking in love for me? Not for anybody else. Not am I loving them enough? Am I loving them well enough? But am I opened and listening to my heart and being guided forward in love, in harmony, but also in the duality of what I love and what I need in my life? Because we're never straightforward. As much as we would like things to be straightforward, they're never straightforward. Scorpio, you're much more equipped for that than other signs are to handle the duality of us. And here, it's just saying, lead in love. Lead in love, Scorpio. We then have justice. We are wanting justice around a lie. Will we get it? We might. We might not. So just know that it's like, if you know that that was unbalanced, if you know that wasn't fair, that's enough. We don't need it to be seen by everybody else. There's enough of finding the balance and the harmony within us. If we're born on the cusp with Libra, balance in that energy, also balance in the time. So Libra energy ends, Libra time frame ends on October 22nd. So there can be a lie that comes out during that time, or something where we're like, you know what, this doesn't work for me anymore. This isn't where I need to be. This isn't how I need to move forward. And we find that balance, we find that harmony, and we keep moving forward for us. This is going to be a time where we look at things and we want to be just and we want to be fair. But again, it's not about being just and fair to everybody else. It is being just and fair to ourselves and saying, I matter. I matter in this justice, in this fairness, in this beauty, in this power, in this, ferocity moving forward for what I love and what I want. It's also balancing things within ourselves. We have the twins come up, right? The twin energy, the Gemini energy, and then we have the scale energy come forward, right? Here, she's holding the scale and it's unbalanced. So it's like in our duality, what aren't we balancing within ourselves? What are we trying to push through or say it has to be like this or it has to be like that? Because That's the lie. That's the lie. The lie is saying, well, maybe I don't get to be balanced. Maybe it doesn't get to be harmonized. Maybe I don't get to have what I want. And that's fine. We all have to make compromises. That's not what Spirit is saying. But Spirit is saying it is not time to give up on what you truly want and where you truly want to be. It's kind of like a soul's dream was put inside of you. And it's time to birth that. It's time to move that forward. It's time to be guided by that, healed by that, led by that. And we've surrounded ourselves in ideas of lies. Ideas of, oh, that can't possibly be, right? Everybody's doing XYZ. So I must do XYZ. And I must hide a little bit more of me, a little bit more of me, a little bit more of me. And Spirit's saying, stop that. I mean, seriously, Scorpio, stop that. We're very good at living in secrets, right? Scorpio energy is very good at living in secrets, very good at being more complex and dualed than other signs are. So misunderstood absolutely is what a Scorpio is. But seeing you and not letting all that outside jibber jabber come in is so important. So here, lies. What are the lies that I need to release? And what do I need to walk forward in for me? Because we are being guided here and we are being shown as the Knight of Cups. That's us. The Messenger of Water, the Knight of Cups. We have that little beautiful, what is it? I was going to say horsefish, but that's not right. Seahorse, there we go, that's it. Seahorse here talking to the mermaid. Listen, you are going to get wisdom in the most unlikely spaces, from the most quietest of moments, from the most, everybody else overlooks it. And all of a sudden, it centers you and brings you home. Scorpio, you walk between worlds. I love Scorpios. I had just the most brilliant Scorpios in my life. And so I have a soft spot for you guys. My creativity is also in Scorpio. But there's just a sense of quiet brilliance coming forward. Of in the quiet moments where everybody else is like, oh, let me, fill my mind with clutter. There's let me listen. Let my emotions guide me forward. What is going on here? What don't I want anymore? What don't I need anymore? What do I need to release? And there's such a freedom coming forward during this time, such a sense of love, that it's absolutely beautiful. It's like, oh, okay, this is where I need to be for me. And it brings us to the Page of Swords. This is going to be a time where we may not want to be a student, but man, will we be a good one. This is also air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have strong Gemini energy here. Also strong Libra energy here. All right. We are asking questions. We are diving deeper. We are looking at things 18 million different ways. We're cutting through doubts and fears and negativities and hurts and pains and disappointments that we didn't even know we were carrying and we didn't even know that we had. We're learning that it's okay to ask questions. It's okay not to have all the answers. People who make you feel like an idiot for asking questions, they're idiots themselves. So here, there's an embracing of that. There can also be somebody in your life who is a young air sign energy or who just has very youthful energy to them. They're a person where it's always hard to guess their age, right? It's always hard to kind of pin them down, which is also very much an air sign energy thing. But here, there's just a sense of a million questions coming forward, a million, wanting to learn a million different things. You might find that the last half of October, you're just so inspired. You want to learn everything. You want to go deeper into everything, or you find certain things that just absolutely excite you. And you're like, why? Why is it taking this long to find this information? Stand here in this. You can find a person, and not go out on the street and just find a person, but there's a sense of, questions being asked that somebody thinks, oh, they're kind of throwaway questions, but why? But why? But it opens up such a door to you. And it's yeah, but why? And you follow that forward. And in God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, hands you a gift of clarity of mind, of power of voice, of cutting through doubts and fears and negativities, of stepping into your power, your grace, your determination, your focus, your insight, and saying, this is me. This is what I love. This is what I want. This is me. And I'm cutting through all the nonsense. And I hold the power. This is like, the story of King Arthur where he pulls the sword out of the stone. This is it. You're pulling the sword. You're pulling your power and your authority and your value out of a piece of stone. Out of. You can also see a piece of stone. It's kind of like a piece of metal, right? You're pulling it out of what it was forged from. You're taking that thing that just seems hard and immovable and immalleable and making it into something that is power. And that's what we're doing with ourselves. And so that will also be part of this time. It's like this power of me comes forward, this determination of me comes forward, this insight of me comes forward. It brings us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, which is not this, which is this here, which is the Three of Swords reverse. We're releasing a lot of heartbreak, pain, and disappointment. And we're finding our voice, but this can also make us feel really vulnerable because a lot of times we define ourselves by our pains, by our hardships, whether we do so out loud or just privately. And it's like, man, life got hard. Or man, that stunk. But it is not defining me anymore. And it will not define me anymore. And it brings us then to our subconscious spirit message, which is hope. The last thing left in Pandora's box when she unleashed craziness onto the world. Hope. And I love the green of the heart chakra, right? The green in Qigong of the liver, which is where we store our anger. We have hope despite of anger. Look at our anger and our frustration. Move forward in hope and in beauty. Move forward in love, which is what you were made to do, Scorpio. Our subconscious tarot message is the Emperor, Aries energy, time frame, March 21st to April 19th. Determination, focus, the embracing of the sacred masculine, embracing of the power of our voice, the power of what we desire in our lives, the power of our determination and our focus, the opening up of the doors to where I need to be for me. And not being apologetic. It's like, no, this is what needs to be done, and this is what I'm going to do. With grace, with love, with kindness, with beauty, but also with a ferocity of spirit that is astounding. All right. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. Scorpio, may blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.